Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. Before I start, you'll notice on the background picture there's actually a woman in one of the cars on my monitor/TV wallpaper. It's a good looking guy, he's wealthy, driving a beautiful car with an equally beautiful woman in the passenger seat. I guess that's the lifestyle we all want. Might be in the next world, but it sure as hell is not going to happen to me in this one. Anyway, my last video last week was about how MGTOW could be affecting the housing market, and I decided to do just one more video looking at statistics of single family homes in the United States, because it's naturally a bigger market than here in Britain, to see if there's any indication to give some gist to it. There's not much information at all, but what I did find was this. It's an article called Curbed, Why We Can't Build Small Houses Anymore. It's just about the American obsession with large houses. It was written on the 10th of March 2020, or about 3-4 months ago. As you can see, the houses there are the usual McMansions, 4 bedrooms, I think they would be, or 5 bedrooms, that you usually see in Hollywood movies. It's quite a lengthy article I'm not going to go through, but there's an article at the bottom. It says, traditional building practices in the US make it challenging to build ways that help buyers make that trade-off about they're not building small houses. But it seems that they are building small houses, and this is one of the developments in a place called Tempe. As you can see, it's small units built around blocks of flats, apartments, wherever, and they're all like small units for single people. That's another example of another proposed project for single people, single buildings. Yeah, it's Tempe in Arizona. You'll have to read the article to get an understanding of it, but it seems that, where's the article? It says, in the decade ago, increased pressure to modify expectations about homes and home size at expectations of potential home buyers in Chicago have shown that when builders aren't willing to create affordable units buyers they want, it leads to many to defer their dreams of home ownership. Well, the basis of the American economy is home ownership and buying stuff, the consumer. But if nobody's going to be buying a home because they've priced out the business, then that's going to affect the entire American economy. There's a growing percentage of the market that wants small. Every couple of years it grows dramatically. Millennials are having a tremendous impact on this desire for small living, as are boomers. That's people born after the Second World War who are aging and looking for a lifestyle that isn't car dependent. Well, to that you can also include guys that have been divorced and financially raped, and they just don't want a big house anymore. They're looking for a smaller house, and that includes guys that are MGTOWs. The zoning convert involves in most cities following lead prices in Minneapolis and popularizing density. Our social perceptions of what starter homes look like would change as well. Now, looking around for statistics to back that up, I found this number of single family building permits in America from 2000 to 2019. They did have a graph, but I'm not paying for that, so bollocks to them. But it says this in the paragraph underneath: there are 862,100 building permits for single family homes granted in America in 2019, i.e. last year, an increase of around 6,800 on the previous year. Units have steadily increased since 2011. Now 2011 is when MGTOW sort of really started gaining traction in America, and the numbers of guys who are seeing how female nature is and how toxic femininity has just soured the milk, and they decided to forego getting in relationships. But the numbers remain considerably lower than the 1.68 million authorised by building permits in 2005. Well, 2005, MGTOW wasn't really all that predominant as it is today, so that gives an indication that smaller buildings are becoming increasingly popular in America, as well as this article. And I found this percentage of single-person households in America in 2018. So if you look down which state you're living in, we got the District of Columbia, no idea where that is, and then right down at the bottom we've got Utah. Well, Utah is where all the Mormons are, and the Mormons, as a commentator has said in the previous video, they're predominantly family orientated and they want you to be married before you're 27. But anyway, going back to this article, it says there's always a good case, and that's what small actually means. Here the decision to build small units range from 860 to 1460 square feet. I have no idea how big this flat that I live in is, but it will be nowhere near 860 feet, for substantially smaller than what other builders in the market are delivering. This means hassle and better access to amenities and transit, a more walkable, safe style, which means a more urban living means, which means more people living in family in single units. And does that mean more guys are becoming MGTOW and women living on their own? This isn't just small, it's thoughtful and livable. Small is beautiful, so to speak. It's also responsible, demands a growing segment of the market. Now, does that mean MGTOW is becoming a growing segment of the market and single guys living on their own? You tell me. Developments that de-emphasize car ownership and increase density. Well, it just depends on what sort of job the guy's got. If it's a professional job, he can work from home and he doesn't really need a car. If he wants a car, he can always go and hire one, and there'll be quids in. Especially by taking advantage of new zoning regulations, can make smaller, more affordable houses not just possible, but desirable. There again, is the future of MGTOW places like that and that, as opposed to what we only associate with America, places like that. Anyway, this is just a rounding up of what I did last week about how MGTOW could be affecting the market. It's hard to find stuff associated with MGTOW, because you type in MGTOW, all you get is mainstream articles attacking the philosophy of it, and nothing really with concrete. But it seems, if this is true with building and smaller houses becoming the norm, then MGTOW is having a sort of effect on it, as more and more guys don't want a house like that, and they just want a small 1 or 2 bedroom unit in a place like that or this. I might do another one sometime in the future if I find any more information, but I found some information attacking MGTOW, and I might go on to that in the next few videos, or I could just do one more about Star Wars or so, because things are happening in that field. But this video has gone on long enough, so you know the routine, people. Like, dislike, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, subscribe, wherever it is you want to do. It's completely up to you. So until next Monday, that's it. Bye bye.